Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. My name's Matt, and today I'm playing, guess what? More Dragon Eclipse. Had a few technical issues then. I was freaking out because all of a sudden everything changed on my OBS. It's always the way. Oh, and I need to get my app up and running, so let me just do that. Give me a second because I will probably have to resize a lot of things. That's okay. Oh, everything's in the right place. Well, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to play more Dragon Eclipse. So we last time we're going back to Caerburg to see what was going on there. And we have just started the mission Aftershock. So we got a random combat, which is our first random combat. And so when you do that, you shuffle the random combat deck, you take 2 cards out, and you pick one of the 2. And I have picked Leah, who is a fire mistling, and I will show you Leah right now. So this is Leah. So I do not have a miniature for them because they're from the expansion. I think you could get miniatures for them, but the person I bought this off did not. So it's just a standee, which I will put like that. And decided to play with Furple, who I've kind of painted rudimentarily. Oh, crumbs. There we go. Not very well. And I haven't painted his base yet. And the reason I chose them is because they're a fire mistling and Furple is water, and water has some benefits over fire. I think this could be a hard one because, oh look, this is not good, is it? Sorry, I have had some issues, so I'm just gonna try and sort this out. Yeah, all the cameras have seemed to have resized somewhat, but hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, so we're going to play this battle. So what do I need to go over? Furple is new. Furple has water. We'll place water tokens out. Puddles. Leah has anger tokens and can also hit us with fire, which fire will damage us at the, I think it's, well, we can find out. Burn will get discarded from us at the end of the turn, and we gain 1 damage for each burn. I think we'll just play it and see what happens, but basically on the 3rd turn Leah's special ability will go off, and that is Rush. They move 1. If Leah has 5 anger, which are the fire tokens on them, deal 10 damage and 2 burn to each opponent in range 3. Otherwise, they gain 1 anger. And I don't think they discard anger. So once they're built up, they will be doing a lot of damage. So at the start, their special ability won't go off. But they do gain anger on 2 of their abilities. So first of all, what they're going to do, actually, let me just show you this one. So this is their card. So yeah, the top ability, Rush, deal 4 range damage to each opponent in range 2 and gain 1 anger. Then their middle ability, Rush, deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. Rush. So they burn with that one as well. So we need to be out of their way for that. And then the bottom ability, Rush +2. So that's a move 3. Attack +2. So that's an attack 6. Yes, so we're going to be keeping out of their way. At the end of the opponent's turn, also a passive ability. If Leah gained any damage, it gains 1 anger. So we need to remember that. We'll probably forget that. So we need to build up damage, do damage really in big chunks if we can. I can also, let me show you this, with Furple's special ability. My attacks have pierce, but that doesn't matter, so we won't be using that because Leah has no defense against attacks. But if we discard 4 power, we do Water Drain. In any range, interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2 of the chosen opponent. So interrupt, discard the number of rightmost cards from the opponent's track. So that will be a way of us stopping them using their special ability, which might be quite useful. And we have a lot of cards as well in our deck that manipulate cards. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to draw my 4 cards. And I have Hit and Run, which is probably not that useful. A -1 attack, and we only have a 2 attack. We have Wave Thrust, which is place 1 puddle in range 3, move, attack, move. That is a great little card, actually. And that's one of my basic cards. Oh, we've got a lot of green on this screen. Sorry, I will be turning, don't know why. I will be turning this off so you can see. We have Pummel, which is just an attack. And then we have Reinvigorating Splash. So I will just show this to you. So this is one of Furple's cards. Why is it so green? Come on. Place up to 2 puddles in range 2. Discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. Heal 2 for each puddle discarded this way. So we can do some healing, and we actually have a really nice card for healing. I think we can't use Hit and Run now, really. Oh, I should also say, oh, goodness me, I don't know why this is doing that. We have Blazing Caves. So Blazing Caves place a volcano in each of these spaces, which we have done. You and the enemy can't move or be placed in the volcano at the start of your turn. If you are within 1 range of the volcano, gain 1 burn. If the enemy starts their turn within 1 range of the volcano, nothing happens. So we have to keep away from the volcanoes, if possible. We only have one item which can help us with combat, which is red berries, which gives us +1 attack. Okay, so I think I'll do wave thrust, which gets me 2 power. Place 1 puddle in range 3. So I think I'll just place 1 here. And then we can... So it's going to rush and deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. So we're going to move 1, 2, 1, because we're going to attack. So we do a 2 attack. Oh, I've got damage on for Lear. So should I do 2 attack? At the end of the opponent's turn, if Lear gained any damage, it gains 1 anger. I'm not going to attack. 2 damage just doesn't seem worth it. And then I will move 1, 2. Okay. And then we can do a bonus action, but we won't. Okay, so it's Lear's go. So they're going to rush. So they're going to move 1 towards us. And they're going to deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1, which they can't. And they're going to rush again. So they're going to move to us. That's the end of their turn. They didn't get any damage. Oh, and also the to tame them, we deal at least 5 damage in 1 turn to Lear when it has at least 3 anger. And then Lear has 9 or less health. Appease it, Lear ends its turn with 5 anger. Well, I don't think that'll be a problem. So that's the end of their turn. So for us, they are going to rush and deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2 and gain 1 anger. So I think we will spend 1 power to move 1, 2. And then we'll do hit and run. So 3 power. Attack -1. Which we won't do. And then we will move 1, 2. So is that going to get us out of the way? No. So I think we're going to spend 4 power. Let's just try this. To do our elemental bonus action. Flow. Move the opponent by its movement. So I'm going to move it away from us. We got a second reinvigorating splash. So Rush. Deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. We are not in range 2. Gain 1 anger. So next turn their special ability will fire off. But they don't have 5 anger. So they won't attack us, but they will gain another anger. So I can't do anything for my bonus action to start with, so I'm going to activate Reinvigorating Splash. Place 2 puddles in range 2. So I will place one here and one here. Discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. I'm not going to discard any. Heal 2 for each puddle discarded this way. And I do have a bonus action. They are going to rush and deal 3 damage and 3 burning. Yeah. So I will spend 1 to move, and I'll move away. 1, 2. I'm not in range 1 of the volcanoes. So they are going to rush. Deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. Oh, I didn't need to move, actually. So I'm going to take that back. I want to keep the power. I was there, I think, wasn't I? Maybe not. I'll stay there. In range 1 and then rush again. So I'll move here. Rush. So they can't rush anymore. If Lear has 5 anger, no. Otherwise, gain 1 anger. So now they have 2. So these will get discarded. Next time, they're going to rush and deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2 and gain 1 anger. So I could attack. I'm going to have to start doing damage to them sometime. And I do not do a lot of damage to them. I think this might be the problem with the deck I've chosen. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of damage. Because I need to use my special water drain when they have a couple of cards out. That only does 2 damage. And from range 2, for each card discarded this way. Interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2. Just kind of have to chip away at them. And I'm going to get attacked. For 4. Okay, I'm going to do offensive stance. So I'm going to get 3 because I get an extra power from offensive stance. And there's no point in me moving because I'm going to get this damage anyway. So I'll just do that. And so... rush, they don't need to rush. Deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2, gain 1 anger. So we take 4 damage. We don't have any shields. Next, they're going to rush +2, so I'm going to move for 3 and attack for 6. 1, 2, 3. Just a normal attack. So I need to try and move away. So I'm going to... use wave thrust. So I get 2 power. Place 1 puddle in range 3. I'm going to place 1 here. Move, move. I'm not going to move. Well, I'm just going to move. Attack. So I get +1 attack because of this card here, my offensive stance. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so I get +1 attack. So it's a 3 attack. So we do 3 damage to Leah. And then I can move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's that card played. We can do something else. So yeah, I'm going to spend 4 power to do my water drain. In any range, interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2 of the chosen opponent. So I'm going to do it here. So we can discard 3. Interrupt is discard X rightmost cards from the opponent's track. So we'll discard this one. For each card discarded this way, the opponent gains 1 damage. So we will do another damage to them. That's the end of my turn. So at the end of the turn, if Leah gained any damage, it gains 1 anger. So it's got 4 anger now. And we just drew our swiftness card, which is a move. Can you see? That's a bit better. Okie dokie. So Leah goes. And they're going to rush +2. So they're going to rush for 3. 1, 2, 3. And they will attack +2. So we're attacking for 6, but we're not within range. So that's good. They have 31 health, by the way. Next, they're going to rush and deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2 and gain 1 anger. So they will be up to full anger. Ooh, this is a good card. Let me just show you this one. So this is Plunge. Place up to 2 puddles in range 3. Blink to any space with a puddle. And if we are attacking a fire missling, which we are, we heal 2. So this is one of the cards that benefits us from attacking a fire missling. That might be better to keep for when their special ability goes off, because we can blink to another corner, you know? So not now, maybe. But I do need to get away from them. I have swiftness here. Move, move. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I can move another one. 1, 2. And they're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. So they would be next to us. But I do have my elemental bonus action, which is flow. Move the opponent by its movement and heal 1. So I could do a move, 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 and do that, and I would be out of range. So I think I will do that. So I need to move. Oh no, because I've got to spend 1 to move, so I won't have enough. So if I do use this, I can get away. I'm going to do it then. Place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So I will place... one here and 1 here. Blink to any space with a puddle. So I will blink here. And then because they are fire, I will heal 2. And then I will spend 1 of these to move 1, 2. I can only do my bonus actions once per turn. Just drew another of the new cards, which is Laminar Flow. Search X and deal X damage in range 2, where X is this card's slot. So the further this card is up, the better. Hello, people watching. Please say hello. Okay, that's the end of my turn. So they're going to... Oh. Why did I think I need to be up there? Okay. One of those things. Rush. Deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. So they can't do that, and gain 1 anger. So they're full anger now, and there's no way of reducing that for me. Okay. So searching your deck. searching the deck. So search, look at the top X cards of your deck, choose one and place it on the top of your deck, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. If your deck is blah, 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 yeah. We don't want to do that yet. So next turn, they're going to rush +2. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. So they can't hit us. But then their special ability will trigger. And 2 opponents in range 3. So I am going to take a lot of damage here. And there's no way. Oh no, I can use my water drain. So I can stop it from happening because they're in range 2 of 3 puddles. So I can get rid of both of these cards. And they will take 2 damage. So I think I will use Reinvigorating Splash. Place up to 2 puddles in range 2. So I'm going to take this one and place it here. So they're kind of spread out. Let's see how that goes. Discard up to 3 puddles in range 3. Heal 2 for each puddle discarded this way. So I'll discard this one and heal all my damage. And did I get my 2 power? I don't think I did. And then I will use Water Drain. So I will spend 4. Interrupt 1 for each puddle within range 2. So there are 2. So I get rid of these 2 cards. For each card discarded this way, they gain 1 damage. So they're up to 6. The thing is, we're not doing a lot of damage. And I haven't got great ways of doing damage. Really. Okie dokie, it's their turn. So they're going to rush. +2. So go 1, 2, 3. Attack in melee attack. So they can't hit. Their special power's not activating. That's the end of their turn. I mean, that is a great... Water Drain is a good... That certainly works well. But in terms of us doing damage, we've still got... Deal at least 5 damage in 1 turn to the Lear while it has at least 3 anger. I don't see how we're going to do that. I don't think we've got big enough attacks. I mean, I guess I could, because I could attack it and then use Water Drain. But even then, that would be 4. I would have to get to 5. Oh, I didn't move my cards up. Got one of our new cards here. Heavy Strike. Attack. Move an opponent in range 1 by up to 2 spaces. Better than a standard move. What shall I do? I'm quite close to attacking them. They're going to rush and deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. And then rush again. So we could use our swiftness, move, move. 1, 2, 1, 2. And if we moved again, or 1, 2, they would not be able to attack us. I think that's probably the good thing to do. So we will spend 1 to move, 1, 2. We will activate swiftness, which is a 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we do have another bonus action, but we only have 3. We could discard 1 card. We may draw 1 card. I'm tempted to discard this attack. I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend that to discard attack. Okay, we've just pulled a new card, which is Tide of Variety. Choose an opponent in any range. If they are in this space, that space, or that space, we do damage to them. At the moment, the purple is in this space, so we deal 4 damage to them. And Laminar Flow is now in the top space, so we would search for deal 4 in range 2. Okay, it's their go. So they're rushing 1. Deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1, so they can't hit us, and then they rush again. That's the end of their turn. So they are going to activate their power. They're going to rush for 3, attack for 6, and then rush. They are in this space, so I could deal them 4 damage. I can use my link. It's very difficult, this, because when they're doing movement, they're moving for 3. And then right after that, they're going to move again. So they're going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just can't get away from them. I can. I can get away from their first attack, but I'm going to take 10 damage and 2 burn. I've definitely got to get away from their first attack, because that is a 6 damage. But I'm going to take 10 damage. So they're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. So I have to move over here, which means I have to do plunge. Place up to 2 puddles in range 3. So I'll put one over here. 1, 2, 3. And blink to any space with a puddle. So I will blink over here. I would heal 2, but have no damage yet. And then, oh, I can use my water drain, of course. So I will use water drain for 4. And there are 2 in range 2, so these both go out. And we do 2 more damage. Yeah, I keep forgetting that water drain is here, so I can use water drain all the time. So I can at least stop this if I've got 4 power, which I should be able to do. Okay. So it's their go. So they are going to rush +2. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh. One, two, three. I don't think I could have avoided that. So attack +2. So they do 6 damage. I have 1 defense. The melee attack. So they do 5 damage. And that's that. They have no cards left, so we shuffle their cards. And because we're shuffling their cards, we get a fatigue into our discard. That's the end of their turn. Their special ability, again, doesn't fire off. So it's us. Next turn, they're going to rush and deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. Three damage and 3 burn. I need to move away. So I have to use my bite back. If I move 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, they can't attack me. So I'll use bite back. I get 1 power, move 1, 2. If you're in a, I'm not. And then I will spend that 1 power to move again, 1, 2. Oh. Where's my... Ooh, that's weird. I'm missing a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's crazy. Where's my... I feel like I'm having a senior moment here. Oh, yeah, I'm missing a card. That's so strange. Where's that card? Yeah, so I'm missing a card from my deck. And what's funny is I was looking at it. Here it is. So a card has fallen on the floor, and it's my best card. Let me show it to you. So this is a mega rare cards. Heal 4, gain 1 power for each damage healed this way. So I will put that in my deck. That's so weird. Don't know how that fell on the floor. Okay, what was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah, I attacked and moved. And I don't have any power to do anything else. So that's the end of my turn. So they are going to rush what? Deal 3 damage and 3 burning range 1. They can't, and then we'll rush again. And that's the end of their turn. So I am not going to be able to stop this. Next turn, oh, the same again. They're rushing for 3. Okay. Okay, this will work. I'm going to use Heavy Strike. So I get 2 power. I'm going to attack. So I'm doing 2 damage to them. So we're up to 10. Move an opponent in range 1 by up to 2 spaces. So I'm going to move them 1, 2. And then I'm going to move 1, 2. I don't think I'm far enough away to stop the special ability going off, which is scary. But I think that in the circumstances, that was the best I could do. So here's my special card. And I don't have any cards, so I will shuffle these up. Wow, this is going to be tough. So I've got to keep running away from them. Okay, so special ability is going to go off. So rush 2, so they're moving 1, 2, 3. They can't attack, so that's the end of that. But their special ability will go off. Rush. If Leah has 5 anger, deal 10 damage and 2 burn to each opponent in range 3. So we take 10 damage, but also 2 burn. So 1. Come on, burn. 2. Which is very bad. And that is the end of their turn. And next turn they're going to rush, deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. So I have 15 damage. I only have 20 life. I mean, we haven't lost one yet. And this is a random battle and it's a hard one. So I need to move. But I also need to get power. I'm going to take another 2 damage from this burn. And I need to get out of the way of... I need to move, basically. So I'm going to activate Laminar Flow. So I will get 3 power. And I will search X, so search 4. So when we search, Look at the 4 top cards, choose one and place it on top of your deck, and the others go at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's healing, there's a move, there's an attack, move opponent. I think a move might be good, but this blinks us to any space. So let's take one of those, put that on top. Blink's good, and moving is good. So I'll put those 3 on the bottom. And then deal 4 damage in range 2. So we do 4 damage to the purple. It's a nice card. And then I'm going to spend 1 power to move. Oops. Move 2. Not in close to the volcanoes. So now we have our blink. So the purple is going to rush, deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1, and rush again. So it's next to us. That's the end of its turn. So we're almost halfway now. But I need to heal, but I can. I know I can. Next turn, the special ability isn't going to go off. I can't use Tide of Variety because it's not in the space that I need it to be. And I couldn't have put them in that space. So Tide of Variety is a little bit useless right now. What are they going to do? They're doing their big attack. So I think I'm going to have to blink. So I'm going to use plunge. And I'm going to place 2 puddles in range 3, up to 2 puddles. So I think I can take any puddle and place it anywhere. So I think I'll just move this one here. In fact, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there because I think they're spread out pretty well. Blink to any space with a puddle, so I'm going up here. And then because they are fire, I heal 2. And I don't need to spend anything. I don't know if I should have done this last round, but I have 2 fire. They will both go away and do damage to me. So that's the end of my turn. Did I get my 1 power? I don't think I did. So they're going to rush +2, so they're moving 3. 1, 2, 3. Put them in that space. Attack 6. Gain 1 anger, but they can't. As angry as they're going to get. Special ability next turn. And they're going to rush and deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. So I can avoid that. Rush. 1, 2. So if I stay here, I'm fine. So I don't need to move. They're in this space, which is deal 4 damage. So maybe I should do that. And then use my water drain. I could use my revitalizing cascade, but I think this is best to use this now. I'm okay at the moment, even though I'm... So I get 3 power, and because they're in this space, I deal them 4 damage. So they're up to 17 damage. And I still haven't dealt them 5 damage in one turn, have I? I don't think. Oh, but hold on, I'm going to do that now because I'm going to spend 4. And there's 2 puddles. There's 3 puddles. So we discard both these cards and do an extra 2 damage to them. So that actually is... deal at least 5 damage in one turn to the Lear while it has at least 3 anger. So we've completed that. So maybe we can tame them. The next one is start cooling it out. Lear has 9 or less life. And they only have 12 left. And appeasing it, Lear has a turn with 5 anger. Well, it's got 5 anger. So we just need to do some more damage to it and end its turn, and then we have tamed it, which would be awesome. Okay, so it's... I'm going to move my cards up. We've drawn our fatigue. So it's going to activate. It's going to rush. 1, 2, 3. Oh, have I miscalculated this again? Oh, rush is 1. I think I might have done that wrong before. Deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. I'm not in range 2. Gain 1 anger. It can't. Next, it's going to rush and deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. So it still can't attack me. And then it's going to rush. So... I'm going to have to be careful. I think I'm going to use Revitalizing Cascade. So I get 2 power. Heal 4. So I'm down to 11 damage. Gain power for each damage healed this way. So I get another 4. I think I'm going to... It's going to rush, deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1, rush. So I'm going to spend 4 power to do this flow, which is move the opponent by its movement. So I'm going to move it back 1 and then heal 1. So I'm down to 10 damage. And that's the end of my turn. Okay. So it is rushing. 1. Deal 3 damage and 3 burn in range 1. It misses me. Rush. Actually, I'm going to put it there. So it's in that spot just in case. And that's it. So now, when I do this, sorry, on my turn, I can get it to under 9. And I'm going to use this primal shot. What's it going to do? Rush. Deal 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. Gain... So let's think about this. I don't think I can get out of the way of that. So if I... do this, deal 2 damage in range 2. So it's now up to 21. So it's in the 9 range. Right? No, it's 10. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I get 3 power from that card. And then I'm going to do water drain. So 4 power. In any range, interrupt. For each puddle within 2, there are 3. We discard these cards. And so we do 2 damage to it. So it's up to 23 damage. So now we have done the second one. Leah has 9 or less. And that's us done. So it's their go. So they are rushing and dealing 4 damage to each opponent in range 2. So they will do 4 damage to us. So we are 14 damage. And that's the end of their turn. So Lear ends its turn with 5 anger. So just to be completist. Boom. So we have tamed it. So because we tamed it, we're going to go to screen and hello. Is this okay? Yeah. So when we do that on the event text, it says end of random combat, go to script 200 of your current scenario. So our scenario is C. So let's look at this. Each Mistling that took part in this combat heals up to half, rounded down. So we have got 14, so we go to 7. Continue. Check. We tamed. Take the cards listed on the tier card and place them behind the party divider. Add Mistling Encyclopedia cards listed on the tier card to the Mistling Encyclopedia. Return your enemy tier card to the tier cards deck. Place your enemy ability card behind the remove divider. Okay, brilliant. So let's look at all that. I was actually really surprised. I thought I was going to die. So now we have the Lear, which we can't use this part of the campaign, but we will use it later. So from the tier card, tamed cards, 326, 330, and action cards. So we take Lear themselves and there's Lear. Okay. So this card and the card to tame are going to go in our book. And they are cards 329. Right, these are extra ones. So There are question marks, but I don't know. Oh, I actually do know. I think there was an extra. I think there was an extra page somewhere, but I can't find it now. So let's just put them in one of these question marks. Maybe they didn't provide them, you know, with this expansion, because obviously the person didn't get the standees. So this says, oh, I'll put it on the screen actually. So this says, leaders have difficulty understanding emotions, making them susceptible to manipulation. Both ill-willed humans and mistlings use leers to achieve their goals, leaving poor leers sad and broken. Leers are, in a way, similar to wind raisers. They can awaken an immense power within them, but most of them won't because they are held back by fear, uncertainty, and lack of understanding. Cute. So we'll just put them in the back of the deck. So now we have a leer. So we have these cards. Just look at it. Amazing. It's good to have a fire one, I think. We're building up our roster of mistlings. So these cards will go in our party. Deck. And then this one goes in the removed, because we will not be fighting them anymore. And this will go back in the main pack of cards for tier cards. Okay, just give me a moment. I will be back in a second. Okay, I am back. So yay, we have a new mistling. That is exciting. So have we done all this? Take the cards, tier card and place them behind the party divider, add mistling, encyclopedia cards. Return your enemy tier card to the tier cards deck. Place your enemy ability card behind the removed divider. Go to script C72.
Other warlike ones flee.
Sorry, you didn't hear that. For some reason, the audio is not playing. Oh, I know why. Because you can't see anything here. Let me play that again.
You have defeated the most aggressive mistling, which is a clear message for all others. The mistlings move away to a safe distance, and the other warlike ones flee.
Excellent. Excellent. I was quite pleased with that. The Purple's cards, considering I felt like I kind of just did it quite quickly. Let me just put this stuff away. So now we have a standee as a mistling. But you know. And I'll just put this card away. So let's see. Well, we're going back to Caerburg, I presume. Clear the arena, gain 2 items. So we always lose all of our power. But we keep the damage that we have. So Purple now has 7 damage. Gain 2 items. So we have gained a leather pouch. So we can discard this and immediately gain 1 silver. We have another gain silver, but in adventure mode. So we already have 3 silvers. We could have 5. And then we have for tests, rope. Add or subtract 2, which is good. Juicy berries. Oh, we've got juicy berries. Anytime heal 3. I might wait till we get into another fight to see if we need that.
Having dealt with the wild creature from the forest, you enter the city through a damaged gate. People within carry the wounded on makeshift stretchers. Many buildings are in disrepair, some crumbled and others even leveled. At first glance, the town is in ruin, but as you look closer, you begin to believe that it's possible to rebuild, although not without extreme effort.
Do I want to put the effort in? Is the question. Okay. Open map 4. If you don't have local hero, ooh, now you're asking. Local hero, no, we don't have local hero part 2 status. Place token A in slot 1. You've returned the elixir to Olin. Okay. Where is my adventure book? Ah, there it is. So we're back to Caerburg. Actually, we'll use this camera. Yeah. Back to Caerburg. Let's sort that out. And let's go there. So if you don't have local part 2 status, place token B in slot 1. If you have local hero part 2 status, oh, if you don't have, yeah. If you have the time passes status, gain secrets 28 and 29. There was a fire during your absence. No, don't have that. Place secret 24 face down in the event slot. Set time to 2. You don't need to hurry. Take your time to assess the situation. And then it says if you have the local hero part 1 status, you've I thought I'd done that. Maybe I didn't. No, it's not met. Go to script C21.
Several people shamble through the streets, their gazes wandering in disbelief. You approach a man with a twisted ankle and support him. "A part of the city hall collapsed, Tamer," he says, staring into your eyes. The Duchess was wounded. How could you allow that? Where were you when we needed your assistance?" You don't answer, reminding yourself that the man raves in pain. You help him arrive at the makeshift infirmary and ask a nurse about the situation in the city. "It's bad," she replies. "Guards are occupied with the collapsed city hall. Rangers run around almost aimlessly, and your tamers are exhausted from trying to overcome the mistling's growing panic. We need you. Help the people of Caerburg. With your companions, you could do more than most of us."
Okay. No, try helping the city gather as many parts of the city in ruin status as possible. Okay, and there are 4 to that. Some of the machines need repairs. People in the infirmary need aid. Some people may be in immediate danger. Maybe you can convince the wild mistlings to help the city. Begin the exploration. Okay. So let's look at this. So the infirmary, the machines, and definitely over here, these machines that we didn't fix, I thought we had. And I'm just looking to see, oh, the shop has been ruined. Some people may be in immediate danger. Certainly the tavern seems to be sinking into the ground. I'm trying to look for secret numbers. But I can't see any right now. So I think what I'm going to do, very worried about this tavern. The library seems okay. So let's go to the tavern, which is C37. If any token is in slot 4, no.
The malfunctioning underground pipe system eventually burst, and a huge crevice opened to swallow the basement of the shaded tavern. You stand at the edge of it, shocked and awed, and look at the twin sons of the tavern keepers, hectically trying to fix the damage. You ask them if they need a hand. "Maybe." One of the brothers smooths his famously rich moustache. "The system is probably beyond repair, but we plan to salvage what we can." "The supplies are underwater," says the other one, picking at his moustache, as impressive as his brother's. "What should we do, brother?"
Time. Let's continue. Choose one. One of them should dive to recover the lost goods. Advise against going into the cellar. Send your mistling to help. I do have a water mistling. That must be good, right? Let's try. Your companion dies and returns with some goods. The brothers focus on repairing further damage. If you don't have a water mistling, gain 1 fatigue. Gain 1 item and 1 silver. Okay, so we get a bottle of magic for combat during the next move, +2 move. That's my combat. And we gain 1 silver. Lots of silver now. Place token A in slot 4. Continue the exploration. Okay. Let's now go to the windmill. Oh, I could go over here. Let's go to the windmill. C50.
Mistlings wander in the streets of the city, visibly anxious. They seem to have no agenda here. Most may decide to leave at any minute, but it occurs to you that you may sacrifice a bit of time and together with other tamers persuade some creatures to help with repairing Caerburg.
Good idea. Choose one. Try your luck with the mistlings. Leave. Let's try our luck. So we lose 1 time. So we're on our secret already. Go to script C78. We're performing a test. When you have 2 eyes, the test ends immediately. Resolve the matching outcome. Once per test, if you have the empathy part 2 status, I do. You may add 1. The wind raiders are eager to help. Oh, we may add 1. Okay. If token A is in slot 3, no. Okay, so we're looking to get 7 or 8, ideally, or 9. So we do have a couple of things where we can add or subtract 2 or 3, which is good. So let's see. So if we get 2 eyes, it ends immediately. We've got 1, 4, 5, 6, and we could use our rope to get 8. So, and we've already got 1 eye, so I think we'll do that. We'll use our rope. So we have 8. Gain the city room part 4 status. Continue the exploration. You have somehow persuaded the creatures to cooperate. The rangers will take care of them now. Okay. So that was C50. Let's go to C12 and check out. I thought I'd done these, Rebecca. Convinced. If you have city in room part 1, no.
No hope, the engineer says. I can't fix it. The machinery will run wild any minute now. We desperately need those water creatures to control the pressure. Without them, the pipes may burst. You offer your help, and the engineer ponders for a few moments. The only way to alleviate the situation is to fix the valve. I tried it myself, but without effect. It's rusted because of our negligence and our blind reliance on the creatures. Maybe it'll work with you, though. Well, no harm in trying.
Sure. Try to fix the valve, scavenge surroundings, leave. Maybe there's something at C59. Let's, I don't, scavenge surrounding. Let's try that. Maybe you'll find something that will help with the repairs. Gain 2 items, continue with the exploration. Okay, so I should have done the secret first. Wherever you go, you hear rumors about the collapse of the city hall. Go to script C3. Okay, so I'm just going to pretend I haven't done that. And we'll go to C3 and then I'll go back to that one. If you have the time passes status, no, I do not.
You wonder which problem to tackle first when 2 people approach, interrupting your thoughts. "The library's in flames!" one shouts. "The fire spread from the ruins of Hazel's shop," the other says. You spot another thick plume of dark smoke against the blue of the sky. You falter, unsure what to do. The library is more important, but there must be people helping already. The fire in the ruins is probably spreading as well, but it is also less dangerous.
Discard secret 24. And place secret 26 face down in the event slot with the red timer on 4. Okay, so you don't really have much time. You better hurry or your time runs out before you solve any of your problems. Gain secrets 28 and 29. So this is going to alter the map, I'm guessing. Yes. Place this card on the map. So that goes there. And this one goes here. Yeah, I'm going to go to C25, definitely. Help people in a library, fight the fire at the ruins. Yeah, I'm going to go and try and help Hazel. Fire misting. Ignore the effect below. At the end of the test, for each, gain 1 damage. Well, they do have a fire mistling, but let me check that. If I have a fire mistling in my party, but not active, does it help in tests where a fire mistling would negate an effect? Great. Yeah, it doesn't say active mistling, so I just got a fire mistling. So we don't take that. I don't have anything else. So we are trying to get 7 or 8. Right. So we still have a add or subtract 3. So let's see what this does. 7 or 8 we're looking for. We got 2, 3, 6. Is 6 any good? No. So I'm going to... Oh, I can subtract 3. Oh, we got 7. So if we had one of those cog things, then we could change that. But we've got 7. So we don't need to spend our juicy berries. Your creatures and you manage to quell the fire. Go to script C99 or spend wheels to go to C95. No, we haven't met that requirement.
Several people are here, fighting the slowly spreading fire. The fire started in a warehouse and the flames now spread to several surrounding buildings, most of which are already ruined. This area took a heavy hit from the quake, it seems. Along with your creatures and other helpers, you quench the fire, preventing it from spreading farther. Too bad that the library was partially burned while you were occupied with this fire.
Well, choices. Discard secret 28. Continue the exploration. So we're no longer burning. So I'm going to go back, like I said I would, to C12. And the basis of that is that we do this, we scavenge the surroundings, we lose 1 time, and we take 2 items. So we get some herbs to heal 2 anytime. And we glaze nuts. For test, discard the card you just drew. So let's actually go to C15. Let's go back to C12. And we will try to, this time, fix the valve. Try to fix the valve. We lose another time. Go to C15. At the end of the test, if token A is in slot 4, ignore the effects below. It is. Fiddling with the flooded tavern lessened the pressure in the pipe network. Fire misting. Once per test, you may add 1. The creature helps with welding some metallic parts. So we can add 1. We want to get a 6 or 7. Okay. So we got 3 and 4. So let's draw another one because we can discard a card. 3, 4, 5, 6. What's best? 7. So we will add 1 because we can, because of our mistling. So we get 7. Do well with these tests. I shouldn't say that. You and the engineer make a great duo. The work is done in no time. Gain 1 item. So we gain the Coin of Misfortune. When this card is discarded in any other way than at the end of a test, shuffle it back into the item deck. Immediately discard, gain 1 silver. So I think it immediately means I discard things straight away, which makes sense. I've got a lot of silver.
Occasional clouds of steam, but after a moment of struggle, it begins to work properly. You sigh with relief.
Sorry about that. The machine's working. Gain the City in Ruin Part 1 status. Okay. The machine operates properly, diverting water from the widespread pipe malfunction. Place token A in slot 5. Okay, continue the exploration. So I think we're going to go now to this infirmary. It's C31.
The tent covers a makeshift infirmary. All those who have been injured in the earthquake are brought here and cared for by Olin and good-hearted volunteers.
Okay. If token A is in slot 1, go to script C26. No. If token B is in slot 1, go to script C34.
There are many injured people in the infirmary, tended by a few hard-working volunteers. You recognize familiar faces among the patients, Alvin and Hazel. Both seem to be sleeping or unconscious. Gyadon, the boy's mistling, is sitting at the foot of his bed. You also spot Olin in the corner, busy preparing potions. He is pale and looks exhausted. The recent events must have taken a heavy toll on him.
Yes, I didn't return his potion. Choose one. Speak with Olin only if you don't have the City in Ruin Part 2 status. Heal your mistlings. Spend 2 silver. Help the wounded. Let's talk to Olin because we don't have Part 2 status.
The earthquake destroyed my workshop, and none of my concoctions have survived, Olin confesses. I'm hastily trying to cook up some more, but it's not that easy. What's worse, most of the creatures have fled too, and a few of them possessed healing powers. We are left with what we have, and that is not a lot.
Sorry to be a critic, but not a good accent. Let your mistlings help requires a water mistling. Given the potion you found, I do not have that potion anymore. Secret 2. I don't think I have that potion. Nope. But I do have a water mistling. We have Furple. So we'll let our mistling help. The water mistling gains 1 fatigue. Okay. Go to script C20.
Your mistling aids the nurses with fresh cold water as they change bandages and clean wounds.
He's very good at healing, Purple. Gain the City in Ruin Part 2 status. The infirmary has less work thanks to you. Continue exploration. Okay, so we haven't been to the library. We haven't been to Hazel's shop, and I'm wondering if that amulet is there. So I'm going to go to the shop, quite selfishly. I've still got 2 time left.
The jagged ruins are a sad reminder of Hazel's shop, once well-stocked and bustling with trade. She is nowhere around, so she may have got injured. You can try to look for her in the infirmary.
Found her. Search the rubble, follow Hazel's hints. Requires token A in slot 2. Yeah, no. Well, let's go and speak to Hazel then. Okay. But I couldn't speak to her. Right?
The tent covers a makeshift infirmary.
If token A is in slot 1, go to...
There are many...
This. Help the wounded. Let's try that. Lose 1 time. Or gain 1 fatigue. Gain 2 silver. Continue the exploration. Well, I'll gain another fatigue. Gain 2 silver. Okay, so I don't know how I can talk to her. But let's go to C92. Let's go to the library.
The library walls are slightly charred, but fortunately the inside of the building is untouched by flames. The bad news is that a few of those who fought the fire got burned, and some of the gathered goods turned to ash. Morale is low, and almost none of the survivors are in the mood to talk.
Speak with Slade. Buy some universal equipment. Spend 3 silver. Yeah, let's do that. Draw 3 equipment. Gain 1 of them and discard the rest. Then choose again. So we'll spend 3 silver. Two, 3. So we have an orb of fire. Deal 1 burning range 2. If you have a fire misting, deal 3 burning range 2. Has the fire symbol. Potion of recovery. Anytime, choose 1 mistling. Discard all fatigue cards from that mistling's deck. That's pretty good. And the lunchbox has no effect, but it has food and gears on it. I think I'll take the lunchbox, actually. So we'll have that. And then we'll do this again. Okay, we've got a flashing orb. Combat, interrupt 2 in any range. Quite useful. Rekindling flame. Combat, when your missling would be dealt damage that exceeds or matches its health. Flip this card to ignore that damage. If you have a water misting, additionally heal 4. That's pretty cool. Flip combat discard. Why would you just flip it? Just confused. Shovel of a Knight. Combat. Place this card near your missling stat card. Until the end of the combat, you have +1 shields. If you have a grass mistling, you have +1 shield and +1 ranged instead. Discard at the end of combat. They're all good. I think not the flashing orb. Defense is good. I'm going to take that. Oh, sorry, that should have gone there. Okay. Continue. Let's speak with Slade as well. If token A is in slot 5, it is.
Have you heard about the water? Slade asks. It was available for some time. People were finally able to wash and save some for another emergency. What bliss! I'm not particularly fond of people with dirty hands touching my books. You admit that you know about it, since you helped return the water yourself. Did you? Slade smiles. Great, thank you. How can I repay you? You try to protest, but Slade pays no notice and pushes a few gifts into your hands.
Gain 2 items. Well, I'm getting a lot of stuff. Feels like something bad's going to happen. So we have the tests. Discard the card you just drew. And herbs anytime heal 2. So I've got lots of healing as well. Continue the exploration. I don't know. Did I go to C59? I can't remember. I don't think so.
This street leads toward the center of Caerburg, where the city hall is.
Oh. Let's go to City Hall. If you have at least 3 parts of City Ruin status. Yes, I have 3.
Several citizens meet you by the infirmary and offer you a small package. For your help, a woman with a bandage around her head says, Your hard work showed us there's hope. We will prevail and rebuild our homes.
Gain 2 items. Wow, getting a lot of items. There's 1. Two. So we got red berries, so combat. And herbs, anytime heal. If you have all 4 parts of the city ruin status, gain 3 silver. No, I don't. Oh, we get local hero status, part 3. Okay. Go to script C65. If token B is in slot 4. No, it's token A. If you have secret 27, use it immediately. Discard secret from the event slot, if any. End the exploration. Secret 27? No, I don't have secret 27. Nope. Oh. Discard, so we'll put secret 26 back. End the exploration, go to script C64. So let's go back to this.
Your work for the city is over, and now it is time to locate the places glimpsed in your vision. You feel that this way you will both secure the future of Caerburg and shed some light on what happened to you when the dragon died. You head to the center of the town to talk to the Duchess, who should be the first one to know what you have been through. There is also a fair chance that she might know where all those mysterious lands are. There are no new emergencies in the infirmary, and all the patients are taken care of, so Olin decides to join you. After all, he has some more errands to run too. You enter the part of the city you haven't seen for a long time. You stop and look around in amazement. There is a surprisingly quiet smithy there, and a tempting tavern you would want to visit if there was time. But first of all, there is the city hall, with crowds of people and guards milling around. You also spot a small group of tamers conversing near the florist. You could have a word with them too, if there was time.
A lot of talk of time. Open map 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought we might be doing more. So here is map 5. Play secret 5 face down in the event slot. Set the timer to 2. The work in the town has taken a toll on you. You are not pressed for time, but with every passing hour, you and your missing grow tired. Note, learn about the places from the dragon's visions, or about someone who can tell you more about them. You should also speak with people to prepare them for what's coming. Begin exploration. So I think this is a good place to stop. 2 hours in-ish. Because there's lots to explore here, so it's going to take me a while to do that. Yeah, so I think this is a great place to pause. And do not worry, I'm still enjoying, so I will be back to play more Dragon Eclipse very soon. But until then, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll play something else tomorrow. I don't know. I'm really enjoying playing this. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next time.